Good day, everyone. So we've got our guest here today, Mr. Dylan from Apex. Dylan, how are you?
Thanks for having me.
Cool.
How's it?
What's happening today? What are you doing with us today?
We're making a mess.
Making a mess.
That's what we're doing.
So just a disclaimer, this was not our idea. We actually saw this video somewhere else and we said we'd try it to kind of prove how good the PPF we use is. So we're gonna have each of our staff come through and take out all their frustration. So let's go one at a time. Oh, I had to be Doubt first. Wow. So Dylan, does your product work?
Clearly does.
Well,
we're about to find out.
We're about to find out. So we're busy taking it off and let's see how the paint works.
Yeah.
As a side note, guys, this is actually my personal vehicle. The PPF's been on here for a few years. I bought it brand new, put the PPF on. So let's see how everything looks once we take it off. As you can see, I'm sure the damage, whatever there, eggs, salt, sugar, glass, whatever it is all there. The method for removing PPF is always hot boiling water, because the boiling water actually melts the glue and it's easy to peel off. If you don't use boiling water, it makes it much more difficult to peel off and it can peel your paint at the same time. Just a question, Dylan.
Yeah.
So obviously a lot of people always ask us, do you do pre-cut kits or do bulk installations? What is your opinion on the two different?
I mean, there's obviously benefits to both. So with your pre-cut, you can save material in terms of, because the way it's nested onto the roll. You can obviously there's no cutting on the vehicle, but obviously I'm of the opinion that if you got a qualified and a good installer, you're not going to have those problems. He's going to know, he's going to use less wastage. He's not going to cut on the car, hopefully not. So I mean, it's obviously, it is personal preference, and I think it's more preference to the actual installer than it is to the customer.
Just
because you would be leaving your hands in, like leaving the car with you, knowing that you guys are the professionals.
I think we get a lot less wastage, and also I prefer a bulk installation because the lines are much cleaner.
Yeah.
Whereas the pre-cuts, they'll always have lines in odd places.
Yeah.
And especially even on like doors or mirrors, the cuts are not.
Cuts, yeah. So like obviously with a pre-cut, you're going to see the lines around each panel, put it
Yeah.
that way. You'll see a distinguished line, unless you have to beat it a little bit more so that you can hide it away. But yeah, I would prefer, if it was my own vehicle being installed, I would definitely prefer a bulk install. One thing I would recommend, and obviously this is a perfect car, is the interior PPF. So that I would highly recommend it don't only be done
Pre-cut.
with the pre-cut.
Okay.
You start doing bulk installs there, you're just playing with fire. I mean,
No, of course.
You're trying to trim on small tight places.
never.
You're trying to make templates. So yeah, I think I would definitely recommend rather doing a pre-cut on the exterior PPF.
How do you feel about matte?
I love
we spoke.
matte.
I think we spoke about it yesterday.
I think,
Actually.
yeah, we did touch on it yesterday, but I believe, I mean, just, can you see how like it just, the water just
The
runs
beading
down?
off.
Yeah.
It's beading on its own. There's no need.
What do we call this, Dylan?
So that's basically the hydrophobic properties of the
Okay.
film. So yeah, that's basically the top layers for obviously your hydrophobic properties. So it collects the water and then the self-healing as well. So like those small little scratches.
Guys, can you see how dedicated we are? We're standing in the rain just to educate you. Can you see what we're doing?
So self-healing.
Yeah,
How
so
does
self-healing.
work?
So self-healing works obviously. One is obviously the most popular is going to be from the sun.
Okay.
Because I mean, not a lot of people are going to whip out a heat gun or a hairdryer to try and get rid of scratches on their car.
Yeah, of course.
So obviously with time, obviously those scratches will come out with the sun that are protected by PPF.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean there's nothing really. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It basically heals itself, and it says it in the.
So this car was gloss. We've applied a full vehicle matte to it. Obviously, it's a bit wet now, guys.
Yeah.
We're sorry you can't see it very well. But I think we do have some content from yesterday. We'll add it in so you can see what it does look like. And so, of your opinion, do you prefer like matte PPF or gloss?
Glass looks good, obviously, because it just makes that car pop. But a matte also just customize the whole car. I mean, how many X5s on the road are matte?
No, of
And
course.
another thing, obviously, this was a gloss black. It's been changed to matte for a quarter of the price what it cost for factory paint.
No, of course.
And then another thing is you got factory paint that's matte. I highly recommend you do a matte PPF over it, because to try and color match matte paint, I think it's not easy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Is that if you order it from factory like this, with matte finish, the cost is...
I think it's like
so
150 grand with BMW.
Yeah. And you're not getting the protection.
No, you won't.
At least-
This you get a scuff mark that's a bit too deep into the PPF. You come here, peel off that panel and replace it. Within half a day, your car's sorted.
Like exactly what we've done to the Raptor inside.
100%.
So we've cleaned up, and let's Level be the judge of it. Our Merc man, he'll tell you what's on the bonnet.
Oh, this is clean. This is clean. Nothing.
No damage,
Nothing.
no scratches. Still feels smooth. It's like it looks like the day we picked it up.
Nah, this is clean.
Although I won't lie, there's a bit of a smell of egg there. though.
Yeah, I know.
Like
It smells like a bad bakery in here.
yeah. But as you can see, the product does what it's supposed to do.
100%. In an hour's time, there'll be another piece on this bonnet and the car's good to go again.
Dylan, what warranty are you offering us?
10-year warranty.
Okay. So what does the warranty cover?
So your warranty will cover your blistering, bubbling, peeling, yellowing, cracking.
Okay.
So your normal stuff that you could expect from any sort of application like this.
Okay.
So yeah, obviously it's not gonna cover like if you stretch the car, but like stretch it through the PPF and still
Yeah,
make the
of
paint.
course. Like
Then obviously that's negligence. So yeah, it's not
Okay.
our problem. So yeah,
thanks for coming today, Dylan.
thanks for having
We
me.
appreciate it.
Cool.
Thanks for
Okay, well, it's great seeing you.